Hello, guys. I'm Pastor Edme Live with Patch the Way group, and today we're going to be talking about making pre-populated cards as well as making QR codes with those cards. Okay, so why do you think you need a card? You need a card because you need to make this experience simple and easy for your clients. The easier you make it, the easier they're going to go through the process of ordering the products that they need. And they're not just going to give up and say, this is too difficult. Reason why companies like Amazon and Apple and all these big companies make it so that their clients have a really great experience at purchasing is because they make their purchasing procedure easy. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'll share with you our back office, and this is mainly done for brand partners, even though you can do also as a preferred customer. But today we're just going to concentrate for brand partners, and we'll go and create different carts. And as a bonus, like I said earlier, we're going to go into a free app online called Canva, and we'll log in canva.com. And with the free version of it, we'll create a QR code. Now, there is some ways that I'm going to show you. There are some restrictions on the website, and it'll be a lot easier if you have the premium, which is, I believe, $149 a year, but it's so well worth it. Everything that I do, presentations, um, social media posts, anything that has to do with, even I used to work with Adobe Photoshop, I do it all through Canva right now because it's so much easier. And they use AI, which is a really good way of creating and helping you create and make sure that it's all the presentations that you make are creative and done very well and very professional. So let's go. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you. I'm on a back office, and it's very simple. You know, I'm going to go through the different steps that you go to create it. And I want you guys to, you can watch it later. This is being recorded, so you can watch each and every step. But at the end of what I'm going to show you, if you still have questions, please ask. We have about an hour that we are going to be presenting this. And the whole time, it's not going to be dedicated for me talking. I want to leave it out for you guys. So if you have any questions, I always say that there's never dumb questions, but there's certainly stupid answers, and that could be coming from me. So hopefully, you won't get a stupid answer today. So what we'll do at first, you go to organizations, and at you organizations, you're going to hit pre-populated carts. It's right here. It's the second little tab, not the enrollment, but the pre-populated cart. And that's what we're going to be talking about it today. So as you click on it, you're going to see that there are some pre-populated cards already, and that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start fresh. I'm just going to delete, remove it. And so we'll start from the very beginning. There's no pre-populated cards. We're going to create one. And one of the most popular ones would be an X39. If somebody wants to buy an X39, boom, let's present it, let's make it. So we'll go, you hit this little blue dot or blue little tab here. It says add new pre-populated cart. When you do that, you'll notice it's going to ask you for a name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this X39 only. And you can call it whatever you want to call it. Just something that you can remember, because you can grab this pre-populated card at any times. Make sure that you hit save settings. Okay. So as you save it, now we're the whole page, it might look very difficult and a lot of different packages and things that you can grab out of here, but do not worry about it. All that is zero right here. Okay. If it says zero in the quantity, that means it hasn't been picked. Okay. So you are in the pre-populated cart called X39. Now, what I'm going to get out of this, because that's the only thing that I want, is this right here, LifeWave X39 patches. Okay. And I'm going to click here on the little pencil, you make sure that I'm not highlighting it, but I'm going to sure that I'm moving my mouse over it so you can see it. You click on it, and this cart comes, or this screen comes forward, and it says quantity. How many do you want? There's a little arrow, or you can type one here if you like, or with the arrow, you can just go up and down on the arrow and you grab one. Once you have the number one there, you hit save the changes. Okay. It says loading. Now we have created one. And how do you know it? It has the quantity right here. Now, from this point, and I'm going to do a couple of these. So if I've lost you already, don't worry about it. I'm going to repeat the process. Okay. There's two things that you can do in two areas. There's one right here. It says go to link. And let me see if I can get um let me do a little drawing over here. It says go to link here, or you can say copy link to clipboard. Now this is very simple. Okay, you do one or the other, you can do both. It really doesn't matter. What I like to do is I like to do both, just because it makes it easy for can you PC Plus? Yes, Vicky, I'm gonna do that next. Okay. Just hold on your horses. All right. So when you do this one, what I like to do is I like to copy the link. Okay. It says here back office has been copied. You say okay. And then I also like to check it. Okay. I go to the link. So I click on this here. What will happen? Another screen opens up. And guess what? You can see this is one of my son's back office. It says that the X39 is picked. Okay. Now, they have an option to either buy it at a retail profit or retail price of $149.95 or $99.95, which would be subscribing as a preferred customer and so forth. So once they have it here, notice the card is zero. They have to push one or the others, right? So when they push add to cart, you'll see that this gets green over here, and it'll show here that the cart has one already. Okay. From that moment, they can go and purchases as a brand part, become a preferred customer, or so forth. So we're going to say view cart, or your client's going to say view cart, and they're going to see it here, and they're going to say, okay, notice it's the 149.95. Why? Because before that, it asked us to buy it at a wholesale, and I said just to view the cart. Now, if I would have hit prefer, become a preferred customer, it gives me this part right here as a guest, a preferred customer, or preferred customer plus. Okay, so either one of them. For just for purposes of showing you, I'm going to say continue as a guest. Now, what it's going to do is I'm going to choose which one I'm going to do. So I hit go ahead and add to cart. I go look at this and wait a minute, now I have two. Why do I have two? I did that on purpose to show you that you got to make sure that they view the cart and they can go and remove one of the X39s and they just have one. Okay. So when you just have one, you can hit checkout and then they can go and check out however they want. They can create their own credentials with the back, with a email address and a username and a password. Okay. So, but if they clicked on become a preferred customer, they have this choice. I'm repeating it just for the sense of you being able to getting it, right? So we did it as a guest. Now we're going to go as a preferred customer. When I say save now, it goes, to show that now was purchased at $99.95, right? And so once they purchase that, it says add to cart, add to monthly subscription. Now you already have it in the cart, so all you're going to do is add it to monthly subscription because a preferred customer has to have an order for now and an order for later, which would be a preferred customer monthly order. Okay. Then you say, well, where's the $25? We haven't gotten there yet. And just hold on. I'm showing you different steps so you can see all the process. Okay. So here they have an order for the shopping cart right now is X39 as a preferred customer pricing, and the auto ship or the auto order for one X39 for later. It's not going to happen now. They're not going to have two purchases. If you notice, one of each are 99.95. Okay, because one is for now and one is for later. All right. So that is essentially, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to remove the cart and I'm going to show you. Let me go back again. Remove the cart. I'm gonna remove everything out of here, and I'm gonna do as I'm gonna purchase this as a preferred customer plus. Okay. So now that I've removed it, there's nothing in the cart, and I want to say, well, what happened? Okay. I can close this and I can go back, or I'm not going, I'm just gonna open another one and I'm gonna paste it. Now this time, remember we copied it onto the clipboard. It's the right mouse button. You click on it and you hit paste, and it takes you to that pre-populated card that we already have on the clipboard. You hit enter, and it would open that cart that we just have the X39, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, go ahead and add it to the cart. It's been added to the cart. And now I want to become a preferred customer, but this time I want to be a preferred customer plus. So now I'm going to hit this part right here, save now and unlock incredible benefits. Now, as a preferred customer plus, it's still the same price, $99.95. I look at my cart and you're going to see something different. Now you're going to see the X39, which I'm purchasing it now, the PC Plus, which is the $25 that you pay yearly, and the auto ship of the X39. Notice it may be a little bit confusing, like why am I getting two different ones? Just make sure that you let your clients know that they're purchasing one right now because that's what it starts the whole process, and one for next month. Okay. And that's how that works. And that's how they will become. Once they go to checkout, it'll ask them to to create an account, and notice that account is going to be selected as the enroller that you have made from your own back office, right? You say create an account, and then it'll ask you your name and all that information. It's not that much information as becoming a brand partner is your name, middle name if you have one, last name, your birth date is needed. Right here would be a username. I wouldn't use the ID as a username. I will use maybe the first and last name, let them know about that. The email address, and you confirm it, a phone number, and you make sure it's in the United States, and then a password. Okay. And then the password that they can remember. Make sure that robot thing clicks on and they've created an account. They're going to have that purchase. And it is done so easy because it was by a click of a mouse button, right? So now I'm turning all this off, and I'm going to show you we are still on that pre-populated card. So what we need to do to create a new one, I'm going to hit go back. Okay. Now it's going to show the one card that it's already in there. Don't let this confuse you. Okay. Because it confused me in the beginning. I was like, what? Where is that? What am I doing here? So, let me see what you can do. PC Plus, X39 auto ship. Okay. So what Vicky wants us to do is we're going to do a PC Plus with an X39 and an X39 auto ship. Okay. So I'm going to create it. I'm going to create a new one. And this one I'm going to call X39. I'm going to put a comma, PC Plus, and then an X39 auto ship. I'm going to put a comma, and I'm going to put X39 auto. Now, the reason you can name it whatever you want to name it, if you find a more clever way of doing it, by all means, use your way. This is just the way that is easier for me to remember. Now I'm going to hit what? save changes. Now it's going to create another cart. And there's a reason why we're creating, I'm going to create one last one and then we're going to go on from there, right? Leslie say, can you change the shipment date once the original order has been placed? Yes and no. Yes, if you want to create it before the due date is due, and no, because they give you a date when the next order is going to come. You can make it before, but you can't make it later because if you make it later than 30 days, then it's not an order that they will get within those 30 days, within that month time. All right. So now we have, and you can check, we're working on the X39 PC Plus and Auto. Okay, that's what it's called. But notice here, all the quantities are zero. Why are they? Because we only named it. We haven't created one. Okay. I want you guys to put your thinking caps on. So now we're creating it. We'll give it a name. Now we're going to create it. So we're going to click 1x39 and I'm going to say save changes. Next, I'm going to see the PC Plus. Now, where is the PC Plus? I'm looking over here. Oh, there it is. PC Plus renewal fee. I'm going to click on that one and I'm going to click 1. All of them are 1, unless you want multiple things, right? But on auto ship on PC Plus, you just want 1. And then the next thing that you want to do, what Vicky had asked us to do, is put an X39 on auto. Now, if I look over here and I use this one, that would not be right because these are only regular orders. You want an auto order, and this is where these guys are. The auto ship orders are right here in the bottom. They differentiate it by having a totally new page here towards the bottom. Okay. So you go towards the bottom here and you click on, I want the X39 auto ship here, and I click 1 and I say save. Now you can go over and see that everything's okay by just looking over at your quantities. I got 1 X39, I got 1 PC Plus fee, and as I scroll down over, I got 1 X39. This, Leslie, would be really good for your doctor. The one that it's funny, I was on the call with her the other day, and she's like, "This doctor there's no if and so buts about it. They come in, they leave with the X39 order auto ship." So this is the way that you create it, but you have to create it on your own back office, Leslie. All right, and if you still have questions, we can go over it. Now, we created it, but what we haven't done is we haven't saved the changes. I want you to think about this. If you don't save it, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to be there. But when you hit save changes, then you've created a second pre-populated cart, and now we have those choices. Now, I could go over here to save it, but I won't. You know why? Because I want to go in here because this is what I've created so far. The other one was only for an X39. Now we have multiple items in the cart, and so I'm going to grab it from here. I'm going to save it to my clipboard. All right, it says back office has saved. This auto ship has been copied. So it's in the cloud, right? Or on your mouse button. You say okay. And now I want to go to the link. Always double check it, guys, because you could have picked something here and then your clients are going to get frustrated because they're going to be like, I didn't pick that. So make sure you go to link. It opens up another link for you, and then you can create, you'll see. All right, so here's the shopping cart, Vicky. We kind of like looks repetitive, but the way that I did it is I did it through I should have done it this way before, Vicky. Thank you for reminding me to stay straight, right? And not to go too much over because sometimes I kind of do that. But anyhow, here is the order, the X39, the PC Plus fee, and the auto order of an X39. So it's all done there. You might say, well, you did it before. Why did you change it? I was showing you different ways of doing it and maybe confusing you. to test you. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe just to confuse myself. I don't know. So that is your order for your clients. All they're gonna have to do is say check out. Once they check out, they create an account for themselves. Again, put their name, all their information. I'm not going to put names and stuff here because YouTube will kick this video out if I do that. But just so you know, everything's is written, all the things that they needed, it's in that back, it's in that not QR, that pre-populated cart. Now, any questions whatsoever before I go to the QR codes? So I don't want to confuse anybody. So if you guys want to unmute yourselves, Mary, Debbie, Vicky, David, Leslie, any questions? Mom, you have any questions?
I'm good.
I got the thumbs up from Leslie. All right. David, you
All good,
good?
brother.
All right, appreciate it. So that means I
I'm
did a
good.
pretty did a pretty good job. All right. So now let's go. I'm going to create one last one. And this one is going to be with the brand partners renewal order. Okay. So what does that mean? It means that, guys, we can make a brand partners order as so that you can, if you know exactly what they want. Let's say I have a partner that wants to come in as a core. I know they need three X39s, right? And and we're going to pick an auto ship order for them for later. So how do you do that? So we're going to go create a new one, right? I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go back. Let's go back to create a builder so I don't mess up this one because I've done that before. Uh, we want to make sure that you have all your orders here and it doesn't look like anything because I've done it before where I messed up the pre-populated cart. Want to go always go back to create a new one. So now we're going to create a new one. You hit add new one. And this one we're going to call BP for brand partner renewal fee. And let's say X39. Okay. So we save those changes and then just go over one thing at a time, right? Renew fee, which is this one right here. And you do one and you say save changes. We're going to pick three X39s. So we click on the little arrow and here we're going to go 3 and save changes. Okay. And then we're going to scroll all the way down and we're going to say you're going to get one X39. And of course, you can use any of the other patches, but I wanted to show you this just for the simplicity, right? And we save the changes. Okay, so now we created this one and we're going to hit save changes. Now we're going to go to copy it to the clipboard because remember I had other clipboards there. It deletes the old ones and brings in this particular one. Say okay. And then I'm going to go to the link. All right, so in the shopping cart, we got this. We got this three X39s and we have one BP renewal, and then we have the patch. So we'll go to checkout. And now I want to create a new account. Now, as I'm creating this account, there could be two ways of doing it. If you're comfortable at doing the enrollment, like we've done it before, I find it easy to do it on paper. It's just so much simpler. And plus, when you do it as an enrollment, when you join, I might confuse some of you guys right now, but I'm gonna go ahead. Vicky, should I? Or should I stay narrow and straight and narrow?
I think you need to stay straight and narrow.
Okay.
And what you want to remember also is that preferred customers have that auto ship. So
Right.
that's what the preferred customer program is for. And the reason for the auto ships is that they stay on the monthly, then they get their free samples each month.
Okay.
So if it's if they're I guess if they're not going to order or something for that month, they won't get their samples. So
Right. And
they'll miss it.
that's a good thing that Vicky said. Make sure that they have their order so that they get the free sample. The moment that they don't have an order, this free sample doesn't come. And I believe they give you a chance to, if you have like, if the credit card, um, something was wrong with the credit card or whatever, they give you a chance, but only one time. And then I believe that's what you told me, right, David? They give you a chance one or two times and then they kick you out of the program.
You are correct.
All right. Woohoo. Man, I'm on the roll right now. All right. So,
I have another question.
yes.
So you are this says brand partner renewal. So this is where I'm confused because if they're joining, they're going to pick not necessarily a package, but they're going to become a brand partner. So why are you doing the brand partner renewal, or is this somebody that you are sending the renewal to?
Okay. I'm glad you saved that because you saved me from making a fool of myself. All right. So here's the thing. It is so much easier to hit the join and going through that order of becoming a brand partner because this one is mainly designed for brand partners renewals. Okay. And they, of course, they don't have to have all the 3x39s. Um, it would be better that you do it by paper, have everybody fill their brand partners information, and then sign them in because if you get them in as a brand partner, they don't have to pay the $25 initially. They'll just pay it as a renewal later. So let's close that. Let's make it simpler. Let's just do it like this, right? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna create the last one, and the last one's gonna be called just a brand partner renewal. Okay. That's all that I'm going to do. Renewal fee, save changes. And we're just going to pick one renewal fee right here and save one. All right. And we're going to save the changes.
You might
I'm going
want
to
to.
copy to the clipboard. And
There's
then I'm
a
going to
spelling
also,
error.
what's that?
There's a spelling error. You know, if people click on this, they might be like, "What is that?" So you want to make sure renewal is spelled properly.
Hmm, I'm sorry.
That's
Yep,
okay.
you're right. Absolutely. All right. So here's a renewal order they can check out. And then now this would be for brand partners that are already in the business. I think that's probably be the best way of doing it. The reason why it's not confusing, right? They can if you sign somebody up, LifeWave is going to give you 30 days and they're going to send you an email saying, "Hey Vicky, your Miss Jones is about her renewal period is starting. Please follow up with them. Let them know that they need to get this." So what you do is you can create a renewal for them, but it's going to have to be on their back office. So that's kind of confusing. So let's forget about renewal. All right. Let's go back over here. All right. So what I'm going to show you next is the pre-populated cards that we already made. Yes, Vicky.
Oh, you saw my hand. Okay. So I wanted to see, can we do a pre-populated cart with the um what are they called? The maintenance kit. Can you do a pre-populated cart with the maintenance kit on it?
I'm not sure, but let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's see if they're there. All right. So, and we always start with the the name of the pre-populated card. I don't think it is, but we're gonna give it a shot. All right. So let's look for it. We have the bundle, Silent Night, X39, X49, the eye cream, Alavita patch, the trio, Celegize, PC Plus, annual saving, renewal, Celegize. I don't
Might not be
see.
there though because maintenance kits are only for brand partners, right?
Yes.
So they
Yeah.
have to be a brand partner before they can have the availability for the maintenance kit, I
Yep. I
believe.
don't see it here. It would be here and either one or the above, but is in neither one of those places. So that will be for another. If we have time, we can go over that right now. If we don't, we can make another video and just the maintenance kits because you can save a lot of money on maintenance kits because you save on
Yes.
shipping and you also save on, I believe they give you a free patch. When you order a 6 months, you get actually 7 sleeves. So that's kind of cool. So you save a lot of money. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back. I'm not going to worry about the maintenance kit. And I'm going to go and create, I'm going to delete this one here. And I'm also going to delete the brand partners because that could cause issues later. All right. That one. All right, so what I want to do now with this screen open, I'm going to show you how to create a QR code. Now, you may say, why do I need a QR code? And I'm glad you asked that question, even though I asked it. You need a QR code, again, to make it simpler, to make it easy. Now, can I just copy this link and then send it through an email, through a text, through a WhatsApp? Sure, you can do that. But the reason why you want to create it is so that a customer of yours can just take their phone and they can go click and they have it. They have their order just with an image. It's very simple, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to my Google browser, right? And in it, I'm going to show you this is, notice here it says start a free trial. So this is the free version. Nobody's paying anything for it. And I'm going to go and design, I'm just going to do it through a presentation. Okay. Now, what this is a really quick, um, this is the lesson, Vicky, that I wanted to teach you a long time ago that you said, nope, you do it yourself. So I finally get a chance to show you. I love Canva. I love teaching it too. So I have a presentation here, and if you know how I got there, there are so many different things that you can do: video, you can do print, you can do documents, whiteboard, you name it. There are so many different things that you can create. I'm just made it simple. I'm just going to create a presentation. That's just what I do just for simplicity. Now, what is it that we want to create? We want to create a QR code. Where do I find them? On your left-hand side here, there is an app. Okay. And what is the app called? It's very simple. It's called QR code generator. You start typing and it gives you that, what it is. And you just click on it. And now we're going to create a QR code. Now, there's 100 ways of creating QR codes. Check this out. I mean, there's some with colors, there's some with pictures, there's so many, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple one. And then I'm going to show you how to create a more complicated one because it's fun, right? So I'm going to hit this QR code. I'm going to say, go ahead and open it. Now, where's the URL? Guess what? It's still on my mouse. I right click it and I paste it because I already had it. Now, if I didn't have it there, all I just do is just go back to my browser and I was over here. I can go over here and copy it here, right? I right click it and copy it. I don't know why it doesn't want to copy, but it's on my back on my mouse. So it's over here and all I have to do is say generate the code. So simple. I mean, two, three clicks and you're done, right? Very cool. Now, what am I going to do with this code? Now, I'm going to make it big because I like everything just big so I can see it, right? So here's the code. Now, on the paid version, it's a lot simpler, but of course, you got me and I'm going to make it so that it's not as simple. I'm just kidding. All right, I can say download. And then I have here, I'm going to click the types. Do I have a PDF? I want to create one that's called a PNG. The reason why PNG is I like to use it because it's the best version that you can use for quality of print. And also you can say what is called an alpha channel. Some of you guys may be like, Pastor Ed, you're going way over my head today. The simplicity of it is that you can create something behind it that'll be transparent. That's what the alpha channel means. And you click right here, transparent. And now, wait a minute, I got to pay for it. Man, I ain't paying for this. I'm going to close that. But I got a way of doing it, just a little trick. And what is my trick? It's called snipping tool. Now here at the bottom, you might not have the snipping tool, so I'm going to show you where you can find it. If you have Windows and actually on your Apple, you can screenshot, which is simpler, right? But as a PC, I'm going to show you, you just start typing. It comes with every PC, the snipping tool. Everybody say it? Snipping tool. I love this tool. Now, you can open it from here. What I like to do is I like to put it on my taskbar, right? So if I hit more, it added it to my taskbar, but I'm going to just go ahead and open it. Now, what that happens is my snipping tool is way over here on my other computer. Let me see if you see it now. Where's my snipping? Oh, there it is. So that is my tool. You see how I'm moving it around? Now, I'm going to keep this tool because I'm going to go open my QR code. Where's my tool at? I lost my tool. That's why I have two screens. If you have one screen, it's not going to go away. You'll have it there. So I open my snipping tool. It's right over here, and I want to say new. Well, before that, I want to make sure that there's nothing. You see how there's the comments and stuff. You don't want anything um, being on top of that QR code because it's going to make a bad code, right? So, man, I keep missing my snipping tool. I'm gonna just leave it where it is at the side over there, just for sake of purposing in time. Make sure that you don't have anything highlighted, that you click outside of it is nice and white, okay? You go ahead, my new tool, and now check this out. I have this little plus thing. What I'm doing, and it's called ripping and snipping. You didn't think you're going to learn that today. So now I have my QR code. I can go File, Save As, and here's my QR code. I'm going to call this QR1. Okay. And now I can close this and I have my code and it's free. That's pretty cool. Yes, Vicky.
How did you get the trash can and all that stuff to come off of the QR code?
You
Because I
just
didn't see what
click
you
it
did
when it's here, make sure you click outside of that presentation.
outside of the box.
Yep, outside of the box, and it'll give you nice and clear. Because if it's like this, if you
Uh-huh.
try to I'm gonna go into my computer and try to go into it and see if it works. It worked this time, but sometimes having anything on it, and if I did my snipping tool here, it will save everything on that on the screen because it's kind of like
Okay.
a screenshot. Those that have um, iPhones or Apple products, you know how to make a screenshot. David, how do you make a screenshot on your Mac? Is it similar?
Shift Control 3.
Okay. So for those of you guys that have Macs, Shift Control Z
3. The
3,
number 3.
and that will make your screenshot. Can you also crop it?
Yep.
Okay, great. So that's awesome. So that's how you can create a QR code. You save it, it becomes a file, right? Let me show you where it is. Yeah, I go to my files, I go to my downloads, and here are my downloads, and here's my QR code. Okay. Now, if you guys I don't expect you to do it, but if you had a computer, you can click on that one. It's going to take you exactly to my son's order, and the shopping cart is going to be the X39, and that's exactly what you want, right? So that is the easiest way of making it. Of course, if you see this one, it gets a little fancier. You can put a logo in the center of it. You can make it out of animals. You could do a lot of different things. I would say just keep it simple, keep it simple, stupid, right? But I wouldn't say that to you.
I have another question.
Yes, Vicky.
Can I print something like this on a flyer and a business card?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you here. I've created cards like this type of
Business
cards.
cards?
And let me click the one that I've been working. I think is this my mom's? Oh no, this is a blank one. Okay, great. So in this blank one, you notice in here it has a QR code, right? Now, a QR code could be anywhere on let's do a home for QR code, right? Now this is mine. I could say copy it, and I could go to that. Oh, get away from here. Where's my, all right. When I go over here, I want to delete this QR code because I don't even know what that one's for, right? And this is a file that I like making. So I could go to my what? Tools, right? From tools, I'm sorry, apps. It was called a QR code generator. And I'm going to use an animal one. I mean, I feel happy, right? Uh, okay, maybe not. You have to pay for that one. Let's go back. All right, QR code, accept it. Okay, so here's a QR code. Enter the content. I'm going to paste that, and that is my web page there. I can change the margins. I can make it whatever. I can fill in the colors. I can do a lot of different things. Change the colors if you want, but it's not important. What I would do is kind of keep it black because it's easier. When you print it, you want to make sure that it's just the easiest to print. So we'll keep it black, but I was just showing you different customizations, right? So it's all black. You want that. Now, when you create a code, you can also create a short link, right? But that's a little bit more complicated. There's so many different things that you can do. You play around with it. When I create a code, I say, go ahead, save it. If I'm going to put a file in the center, make sure that it's a very small file. But for this instance, I'm just going to say, go ahead and create it. And you say, whoa, did I mess up my thing? No, because everything is just drag and drop. It's just so easy, easy peasy. And here's my code. Now, you can create that for all different files and different brochures. I sent this brochure, I believe, to David and Debbie. They're creating their own flyers, and it's very simple. It's really helpful when you have something like this, print it, exactly what Vicky said. Imagine if you had this in your doctor's office. Now, somebody, instead of looking and typing, oh, what do you want? You have an order already. Now you can copy, like you can make a brochure and say, okay, I'm gonna create how's our time? We're doing good on time. Okay. I'm gonna create a very quick brochure. Okay. And then this is gonna be a presentation just to have it. And I'm going to call this presentation, I'm going to have a couple of things that I'm going to type in here. Okay. I'm going to type X39. I'm also going to do X39 and PC plus, right? And I'm also going to create a third one called X39 PC plus and auto. Let's do it like this and auto. All right, so you put this on the side here, however you want to put it in the center, and I've created 3 of them. So what I do is I can bring my This is a really lesson on Canva. I can bring my QR codes. Now I have my QR codes. I can put them on the page. I'm going to bring another one. I'm going to upload a file and I'm going to go to my downloads and I'm going to bring this one. And when I click on it, see, I have to upload it first, then I click on it, and then it becomes part of my file that I want to create. And then I'm going to create another one and put it over here. So now you have on one page, you have three different QR codes that you created, right? And you can have it on a piece of paper and you can say, take a picture of this one. This is the order for X39. Take a picture of this one. This is a PC plus or PC, and take another one for an auto ship, and you're done, right? You can do this for X39s. You can do this for Eons. You can do this for the trio, for whatever it is that you want to do. You can make a QR code for, because now you can do it and it's free and it's fun. And I can spend hours on this. So I'm going to slow down. I'm going to stop my share and I'm going to ask you guys if you have any questions, how can we help you to be able to create that anything for you? You got questions, Leslie? Unmute yourself.
Okay, so in order, like, if I was going to create one for Dr. Biddick, would I need to do it from signed in from his back office for him and create the cart from there and then paste it from there. That way it'll go to his link when I have that QR code created, right?
Correct. You can't do it
Okay.
from yours because people will go to your website.
Okay. So
You want to
whoever I
go,
want to be signed in, I'm going to be signed in to whoever I'm creating the QR code for.
great questions.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You have
Got
to
it.
do that. And in order to do that, you have to have their credentials with their permission, correct?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you don't want to do this without their permission.
Mm-hmm.
Even LifeWave asked us to not go into other people's back office. Of course, some people have no idea how to make an order online. They're scared of computers, so you
Mm-hmm.
need to help them. And
Yeah.
that's what the case, especially doctors. Doctors hate wasting their time on doing menial things like this. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they have people assistants that can help them, and you can be one of their assistants. So,
There we go. Yeah. That
and you
sounds
know
good
that
to me.
everything they're going to order is going to help you because it's going to help you
Mm-hmm.
pay you um on the different bonuses, and we can do that
Mm-hmm.
some other time. Yes, Mary.
If on the pre-calculated cards, if um if you set it up for somebody because you thought they wanted an X39, what happens if you send it to them and they don't want that? They want another product or something. Can they add to it?
Yeah, that's a great question. Now, what I would do if you let me go share my screen again. All right. So if they don't want the pre-populated card that you have created for them, can they change it? Of course they can change it. They can when they're in their actually let's go into one. Let me close all these guys up because I don't need to have all that. Let's go back to the back office and see the pre-populated cards that we already designed. So we go to organization, hit pre-populated cards, and all the cards that we created, they stay in your back office. Now, they they stay on the particular back office that you're in. So you're not going to find your own pre-populated card, Leslie, unless you're in your doctor's pre-populated card. So you
Yes.
go to the link or whatever link that you want to do. So for instance, Mary, you sent your client X39 only. Okay. That's the pre-populated card that you sent them. But they wanted to change what they wanted to order. And it's okay. They can change it. They can change it here, or you can create one for them. You can ask them. Once they are good navigating our website, it'll be very simple for them. They can just go shop and they can go, oh, they wanted to add uh, a Silent Night. So they can go ahead and say add it to the cart. It's that simple. Now, if they've never been on the website, do not take that chance. Go back and create a new pre-populated cart for them. When they're brand new, they're not just always I'm going to say always think that they don't know the back off the our e-commerce website. Why? Because they don't, right? So if you're making it simple for them, they're able to get it. And trust me, LifeWave is spending a lot of time and funds in creating a better experience for us and our new website. And this is coming at the end of the year. You're going to see a totally new change in our e-commerce website. That's going to make it a lot simpler. But for now, this is what we got to work with. Create a new pre-populated cart for them, Mary. And you know exactly what they want. You just go brand new, what do they want? And they tell you exactly the products that they want. Oh, they want Eon, they want Ice Wave, and they want, I don't know, an X39, right? And then you save the changes. And I spelled Eon wrong. Apologize for that. All right. So they want a Eon X39 and Ice Wave. So I'm gonna go, where's my Eon? YH Eon. I'm gonna click on one, save changes. And then I'm gonna click on Ice Wave, Life Wave, Ice Wave, Ice Wave. Ice Wave's right here at the bottom. Click one. And if they want more than one, of course, you can click more than one there. And then lastly is X39. Click one, save changes. Once they do that, remember, hit save changes. And now go to site or save it to your clipboard. When you save it to the clipboard, is that you can send it to them. Now, if they're on WhatsApp, man, it's a lot easier because you can just copy it and then you can go right to WhatsApp. I'm showing you a different way, just for instance. Here's Mary. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to send it to you. Now go ahead and Mary and see your pre-populated card that I created for you um, in WhatsApp. And so it's that simple. Just create it for them. You know, if you know exactly what they want, of course, the ones on the top here are your regular orders, and the ones on the bottom here are your auto ships. So
I
make sure
got it. Thank you.
you got it. Good. But also make sure, Mary, that they're on your back office or the person that you want the credit to go to's back office. All right. So we have a few more minutes. It's any other questions? Any other hands up? Vicky, did you read the messages? I know there were some messages. I didn't go over them
I
yet.
did, and Moing Eng has the shortcut, I guess the keys that to push for the snipping tool. You press Shift and plus Windows plus S for snipping tool.
Oh, let's
It's in
check
there.
that out. Shift window and S. Okay, that's an even better one because here, let me do that again. Let me share my screen. I like that. Thank you so much, Moing. That is, let me write it down. So that is
You're welcome.
so that's Shift window and then S. Okay. So when you're on there, this is pretty cool. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna go to open my QR code that I created here. All right, so it's Shift and S. Okay, so what that does, it creates like a screen grab, and you don't have to go to the snipping tool. This is another tool that Windows uses. And now I have it, and I'm sure it's asking me where it is, and it's probably on my back on my downloads. hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, where did it save? Let me see. Shift.
Probably in your cook.
It may have saved to your desktop.
You think so? Oh, I think so. Yeah, it's probably over here somewhere.
Landscape scraper.
No, that's Rhino. Yeah, it's good to know where it's saving. I might have to tell it where to save it. Let me see if there's something here. Regular snip, freeform snip, window snip, and a whole screen snip. Yeah, I'm not Moeen, do you know where it saves it to? Might save it to pictures. There it is. No, that's not it either. Sometimes it saves it to picture and then screenshots, but I don't see it here.
And it didn't save it.
Downloads.
It didn't save it to your downloads.
No, I'm looking at my downloads right here, and it's not here.
If it's like a regular screen scraper, it's just kind of saved in the background. So you would just say, control paste P, and it will paste into a document. So you can try it on your desktop, just see if you can do that to paste it, or if you put it into a Word document.
Yep, there it is.
Yes.
Very good. So it's like it's copying it into your mouse, like the clipboard, and then you can paste it. So you see that I'm right clicking it and pasting it, and that's the last one that I created. So that's a really cool one too. I like that.
But for you to copy after you highlight it, it's Control C.
All right, let me paste it. Control C.
Now, you don't have right click it. You just put Control C, you will copy, and then Control V, you can paste it on anywhere you want.
And that's what yep, that's what the apples do that, right? They got a
Yeah.
lot of controls. Awesome. I like that. Control, I'll write that down. Control C.
For copy,
Yeah, Control C for copy, and
Uh-huh.
Control V is for
pasting.
pasting, and Control X is for deleting.
Mhm.
Wow. Control X for delete. See, I learned something new. I love learning. I love learning something new every day. Awesome. Well, guys, hopefully today was informative. Hopefully you guys are able to create a lot of different QR codes and pre-populated card. If the QR code is too much for you, at least you have the pre-populated cards down. We did a couple of them. Go test them. You're not going to break the computer. Trust me. If you look at my and Vicky's pre-populated card, it's like crazy. We don't even know how many we created, but it's fun, you know? And so I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you learned, and we're going to save this video and you can watch it all over again if you want to, or send it to somebody that does know how to use it, right?
One more thing, Ed.
Yes.
On the QR code, excuse me, if it's existing and you highlighted it and you have the four corners and you go to the app
Mm-hmm.
and you type in a new URL, it'll have the update on it, and all you do is click update and it updates the existing QR code.
Awesome. So you can keep changing it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to create a new one, you can keep changing it. That's a really good idea. Going back to the Canva and saving it. If you have, I'm telling you, this is not a commercial. I'm not being paid by Canva, but if you feel Vicky's laughing.
These two
Canva,
are
you can call
advertising
me, got my
Canva.
number.
Yeah, Canva's great.
Yeah,
I have
it's
a
awesome.
question.
You could do so many things, and better yet, it'll be it's fun. It really is. You could do so many things that you can create with it. So anyhow, we're done. Appreciate you
Leslie's
guys
got a-
Leslie
being
has a
here.
question.
I have a
Yes.
question.
Other
Okay,
question, go ahead.
you know our LifeWave Now app? Are we able to do any of this inside of that LifeWave Now app?
With pre-populated carts,
and the QR codes. Does it have that capacity as well without having to do it outside of Canva, in Canva?
Good question. I'll
Okay.
find out from you and I'll let you know because
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You can't, you know what? You can
You
send
can.
pictures that you create.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if this is a picture that you already created on
Okay.
it, then you can send it to your client through that. That's
Okay.
very
Awesome.
creative, Leslie.
Okay.
I think
Thank
that's a
Yeah.
you.
really good idea doing it.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you got to use the tools that you have on hand, right?
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Good
All
idea.
Good idea. All right, guys. Well, God bless you. Have a
Thank you.
good night. Tomorrow we have an incredible presentation, and Nikki's going to be interviewing our dear brother was Nicholas, and he's got an amazing testimony. You guys don't want to miss it. I'll share the invitation in a few minutes. I'll go to Canva and create the presentation, and then I'll share it with you guys. All right. Well, God bless you all. Have a good night and take care. Bye
God
bye.
bless. Thank you.
Night.
Good night.
Thank
God
you.
Bye-bye.
bless.
Good night.
God bless.
Good night.
Good night.